Hey everyone, okay, so in today's video, oh, that ear is red. I'm going to be showing you a series, hopefully, of the easiest eyeshadow applications, which are, in theory, very, very easy, but also they give a very advanced look to the eye. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to mention something about the pay it forward videos, because there's something that's been bothering me so much about the one that went up. And I find it incredibly irritating. So I'm going to mention that at the end of this video. So if you're here just for the tutorial, let's make a start. So first thing I'm going to do is get a mirror so I can see. And then I'm going to just put a tiny bit of pressed powder on the eyelid to prime it. This video is purely applicational so that you can get an idea of how to do it. I'm going to cover that ear because it's standing out like a sore thumb. Gone. Okay, so this technique is very, very, very similar to the one that Eve Pearl made incredibly famous. The only difference with it is that I like to start under the lower lash line to connect, whereas she would start just kind of at that outside corner. We're going to do it slightly differently because I always think it's easier to connect an eye first than it is to do it afterwards. So let's zoom in. Okie dokie. So I'm going to use this palette by NARS. It's called the Afterglow palette, and I'm going to be giving it a whirl. So I'm going to start with the deepest color, which is a matte brown, and I'm going to start on the outside corner of the eye. And this technique really involves creating the shape, then blending it with color. So I'm going to start right here at the outside corner, go up, and then you're going to create a small V. And you don't want to go all the way in because that's a contoured eye. So just connect it to the outside corner and do a small V. And this bit's really important because this is the bit that most people go wrong on. When I'm looking forward, you can barely see this color because it's just inside the crease. If you go up here, it's so high that when you blend, it's such an extreme look. Now, if you want to make it a little bit more dramatic, go from this outside corner and just fill it in with color. So you're creating that kind of, the deeper intensity is at that outside corner. Now I'm going to use my number 6 brush, which is this brush here, and it's just lovely for blending things out. So what I want to do is I want to kind of pick a color that's going to allow me to blend. So I think I'm going to go with this color here. And I'm just going to take a little bit of product on the brush because this is a new palette and I don't know how it's going to react. And now I'm going to go over that outline, and this bit's kind of important because you're blending that outline only. And the other thing to think about is oftentimes on certain eye shapes it will be more flattering to blend up like this than it will to go around. It just depends on your eye shape. But let's just go in. We're going to go in one more time with that contour color, starting from the outside corner, joining it up, and just creating the deepness here on that outside corner. And then we're going to take our blending shade, and we're just going to blend that. Lovely. Now don't worry if there's any fallout or anything like that, we can clean up all those edges. So the next thing I'm going to do is take the light shade in the palette, which is the first shade that you can see here. And I'm just going to apply this now to this inner corner and kind of just going onto the kind of middle of the eye. And then I'm going to take this color here, which is this really bright, almost like an orange gold. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to pop that right in the center. So it's right on the border of where the dark color is and the light color. And that just adds this really interesting kind of sort of look. When you sort of blink the eye, you just get this lovely pop of color. Okay. So I'm going to take, oh, itchy, itchy. I'm going to take a nice foundation now, and I'm using a cream foundation. I'm using RCMA, and I'm just going to go under the eye like this and just clean up the edge because there's always going to be an edge. And this also softens down some of that eyeshadow. And you've already seen probably the technique where you use the makeup sponge to blend out any hard edges. And what I'm going to do, just for shits and giggles, is I'm just going to very lightly tap this just on that outside edge. Now you could extend this out even more if you wanted to. I don't particularly want to for this tutorial. We want to keep things pretty simple. So what I'm going to do now is highlight the inner corner, curl my lashes. So inner corner, just going to highlight it. Just nice, just stands out, just looks cool. Now, one of the most important things you can do to your eye is to tight line it. I am not a fan of lining the eye in any way, shape or form unless it's tight lining, because lining the eye will take away space on the lid. And a lot of us don't have space unless you are a YouTube guru. Then they have these huge eyes with these great spaces. Most of us don't. So using an eyeshadow and a black eyeshadow, you are pushing in shadow right to the lash line. If you blink and make a mistake like I did, don't worry about it, you can correct it. But this gives really good definition at the lash line, giving the illusion that the lashes are really thick and black at the base. And you lose no space whatsoever. So I'm now just applying a small amount of foundation first, just to this side, so you can see the difference in clarity. And I've used barely anything because I'm not a fan of too much base, but it just helps to perfect the skin so that you're not looking at the unevenness, but you're kind of looking at the eye. Okay. Complete, very, very simple way of doing your eyeshadow and still getting a really dramatic look. Now, bear in mind, you can use any color you want. You can make this as subtle or as intense. You could start with a black, because the darker the outside corner is, the more it's going to last throughout the day in terms of color intensity. Then you can blend it with any color, a blue, a green, an orange, whatever makes you happy. It's your choice, but you always start with a darker color at the outside corner, and then you blend it with whatever color makes you happy that day. And it is a very simple and incredibly easy technique to follow. Really is. So that is the part one of very easy, simple eyeshadow techniques. I look forward to bringing you the next one. Okay, info about pay it forward videos coming next. Bye-bye. Okay, just washed my face, but not my ear, so it's not red. Okay, so in the pay it forward videos, now what I want to do with them is pay it forward to lovely, talented people who oftentimes aren't getting the recognition that they deserve. That's really all the videos are about. And also sometimes I just want to pay it forward to people who, look at this water, who I like and I think are lovely. And there's lots of people coming up. Some of them have very few subscribers, some of them have tons. It really just depends. And they're coming from all walks of life. I'd like to find some people who are incredibly talented with nails and hair. I've approached some singers who are wonderful singers. And then there are other makeup artists who are working with a myriad of different people and different skin tones and different ages. Now, in the video I posted, it really bothered me that if you are a makeup artist that is working within the fashion editorial or beauty editorial, it is almost certain that 95%, if not more, of the women mostly that you will be working with will be models. Now, these models have won the genetic lottery. They are gorgeous in every way, shape and form, but they can't help that. They had absolutely they had nothing to do with being born gorgeous, okay? They didn't. And you shouldn't punish them for being gorgeous, nor should you punish the makeup artist who is working on the gorgeous people. It's infuriating to read the comments because it hurts my feelings when I read them, because I cannot understand for the life of me why somebody would want to be so unpleasant because somebody is attractive. I just do not get it, because why would you ever want to leave a comment that's mean in any way, shape or form, in any genre? I just don't get it. And you cannot help the models you're working with or the ones that are given to you for the job that you're doing. And again, you shouldn't be penalized for it, nor should you hate the models because of the way they look. You know, if no one that I know in real life would go up to somebody and go, "Oh, you're so beautiful. I hate you. I don't want to see you walk in the street." It would never happen. But on YouTube, it is abundant. Any kind of comment like that. It's just outrageous. You see it on a lot of other videos as well, with a lot of makeup artists who are dealing again with editorial. "Oh, this woman isn't real. She's a model." Models are real people. Last time I checked, they're real people. They also have real feelings, and you hurt their real feelings. And I don't know why anybody would want to. I don't feel anger when I see a really good looking man on the street. I don't hate him. I don't think he shouldn't exist or that I shouldn't have to see him because he's so good looking. I just don't get it. I want to feature people on my videos who I believe are really talented. And I don't care if they work with 18-year-olds or 80-year-olds. Just that they're good people, that they're lovely people, and that they're talented people. That's all I want to share. While I do 100% believe in free speech, I also believe that it speaks more about you leaving the comment than it does about the person you're commenting on. Nice doesn't cost a bloody thing. And I always think, I always remember this comment. I don't know who told me it, but it's, think twice before saying nothing. And I've always followed that advice, because whenever I always think, no, just leave it. And the amount of comments I was responding to, and I remember thinking, no, I'm just not going to do it, because what's the point? And that's really all I want to say about these videos. These videos are done with a good intention and with a good heart. And you don't have to like them, but you also choose to comment negatively. It's your choice. And it is my choice to block you. That is my choice also. So please be good to each other. You don't have to like everything, but please don't punish people because of the way they look, because that's ridiculous. And please don't punish the people who are working on those beautiful people either. There are lots of videos coming. I have this amazing singer coming up who did the most fantastic album, and I'm hoping she's going to be a part of it. I have spoken to Hindish, and I've been following Hindish for so long, back when he was pretty much just this incredible artist, and he's moved into the beauty realm, and he's such a good person and such a good guy. So it's incredible to get someone like him on board. And I've also been going through so many of the comments as well. I'm picking out different YouTube and Instagram accounts that are very, very small at the moment that I would love to see grow, because these people are incredible and they just seem so passionate. And again, I really want to stress this importance of it. Please don't think that it has to be about makeup. I don't care if it's about cooking. You know, I don't like to cook. I don't enjoy the process. But Nigella Lawson, when she's on TV, I will watch every single one of her episodes. And it's not really because she's gorgeous or beautiful, although she is, and I don't hate her either because she is. It's because she's so passionate about what she does. She exudes this incredible aura about what she enjoys doing, and I love that. So I don't care if you're a mechanic or a video filmmaker. I just want you to be passionate about what you love, and let me help share that with people, because I would love to do that. There you go. That is it. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.